Well, hello, Ian Anderson Gray here, episode 181 of the Confident Live Marketing Podcast. Episode 200 is looming. It is looming. So we've got 19 more? Yeah, episodes until that. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do for episode 200. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. I probably need to start thinking about that because the aim is to do 2 of these per week. So yeah, that's kind of not that long off, really. But anyway, it's great to be here. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Amazon Live. Well, not just Amazon Live. Most of what we talk about on this show is to do with live video, but there are other things that we talk about from time to time to do with marketing and growing your own business. And Amazon, being an Amazon influencer, I hate the word influencer, but that's the word we use. There's so many cool things that are going on, and I'm going to be talking about in today's episode. But if you have joined, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching live, welcome. Let me know that you're watching. I can see we've got a few people joining. I'm not sure where you're in the world you are, but let me know where in the world you're watching from and what you're looking which place you're on. I don't know. My brain's gone today. It's just so many things buzzing around. But anyway, as my viewers join, it's time to get on with the show. So I'll be with you just after this. Well, hello. In today's episode, I'm going to be covering being an Amazon influencer, including Amazon Live and product videos. Got a lot to talk about, and I think it's time to get on with that right now.
Welcome to the Confident Live Marketing Show with Ian Anderson Gray.
Helping you level up your impact, authority, and profits through the power of confident live video.
Optimize your mindset and communication and increase your confidence in front of the camera.
Get confident with the tech and gear.
And get confident with the content and marketing.
Together, we can go live!
Well, hello. We're talking about Amazon Live today. Couldn't resist doing that, but it's great to be here, and I can see we have some fabulous people here. We've got Reg, who is watching from Canada. Always great to see you. Love the Canadian flag there. And we have Pascal, my good friend Pascal. It's great to see you going bonjour. My French is very bad. That's probably as much as I can do. I did do French at school, but it's all gone out of my head, so you have to forgive me. But great to see you, Pascal. We're talking about Amazon Live because it's kind of a lot of what I'm doing right now. And so I'm going to dig into this. We might have a slightly shorter show today, depending on how we get on. I don't know why I'm doing the raw we at the moment. But anyway, it's what we're talking about today is not just Amazon Live, Amazon product videos as well. Now, as I said last episode, I have been away for a lot of the summer. I went away for a week in the Lake District, which was amazing. Went to Spain for 2 weeks. It was just great to recharge those batteries, get some time off, and yeah, I definitely needed it because I was feeling a little bit burnt out before I went away. But one cool thing that I've really been focusing on since going to PodFest, which is the conference I was speaking at in Florida back in May, I think it was Amazon. Now, I've been an Amazon influencer for well over a year, probably a year and a half now. So I've had access to Amazon Live. So that's the first thing that you need to do is to apply to be an Amazon influencer. And the first thing that you will get is Amazon Live. And we've talked about that on the show before. There are a bit of criteria. You do need to have some social presence. You do need to have followers on some of the channels, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or something like that. They're looking for the fact that you are creating content already. But then you apply, and hopefully you'll get access as an Amazon creator, an Amazon influencer. And just very briefly with Amazon Live, you start as a rising star. And that means that when you go live, your videos will appear on your page. So if you want to find out, well, I'll show you. Let's go. Now, how do I share my screen? It's been such a long time that I can't even remember what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? There we go. Amazon, this is my Amazon Live page, and you can see a previous video that I got there at the top there. And when you go live, it will initially, as a rising star, it will only appear on your storefront on your. So if you go to ian.live, this is what you'll see. Ian.live is my page, and it redirects to my Amazon page. And in each Amazon video, Amazon Live, you add products to your carousel. So in this one, I was talking about Heil microphones, and in fact, it was all Heil. But I have done lots of different live videos on different things. And then you highlight those, but they will your live video will only appear here. So the amount of reach that you get is pretty low. What you need to do is go live for at least, is it 2 hours? I forget how many hours it is. It's either 2 or 4 hours. And then you can apply to be an insider. And what they're looking for there is that you are just taking into account the best practices for Amazon Live, that you are actually showing the products and demoing the product on the live, on the Amazon Live. But once you get that, and I'm now an insider on there, it's pretty cool, because then that means your videos will appear on the product pages themselves on Amazon.com. So if I'm talking about the Heil PR40 or the Rodecaster Pro and I go live and I'm talking about that, my live video should appear on that product page. So the cool thing about that is that when you are talking about one of those products and you've highlighted it, you get a lot more people watching your lives. And sometimes it can shoot up to 20, 30, 40, 50, even 100 people watching you live. And you can then give a demo on that. Now, the cool thing from a monetary point of view is that if people then purchase that product, you will get a cut. You will get commission for that. And not just that product, though. If they buy anything else at the same time, you will get a cut for that. So, for example, if I was talking about this microphone and somebody buys this microphone, but as well as that, they buy a 40-inch screen TV and I don't know, just lots of a pair of socks. So those products, I will get a cut of all of those as well, which is great. The thing about live, though, and the downside with live, so there's so many positive things about live video, and I don't need to go over those today because it's something I've talked about a lot, but it does take up a lot of your time. It's not what I would call with Amazon Live, it's not recurring revenue, because every single time if you are wanting to make money with Amazon Live, you have to go live, because it's only within the first 24 hours of them clicking it that the window of them of you being able to get the commission is, if that makes sense. So if they watch you live, as long as they click the links within 24 hours, you get the commission. But it means that you keep having to produce live videos. And now I love live video, but what I've been focusing on is building my recurring revenue. And this is where Amazon product videos become a really cool thing. So being an Amazon influencer is more than Amazon Live. In fact, I've not actually done that many Amazon Lives recently. I think the last time I did one was in July. I am going to be doing some more, and I'm going to be collaborating with others. But my focus has been with product videos. So this is what I recommend that you focus on if you're interested in doing live shopping and getting a revenue stream from this. Is first of all, apply to be an Amazon influencer. This is only currently available on Amazon.com. Now, if your numbers aren't high enough, they don't tell you how many followers they're looking for. But if you find that you're not accepted, you need to then work on growing your followers on one platform, whether it's Instagram or TikTok. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is then apply to be an Amazon influencer, get Insider, which is where I got. And then what you want to do is apply for product videos. And the way you do this, now let's just see if I can show you, is you go to the Manage Videos tab, the Manage Videos tab in Amazon. Now, this is what I see. And because I'm already applied, you can see at the top there under earned on-site commissions. It says that I've got that and I can see my reports. But if you haven't got this, this bit won't be unlocked. What you need to do is upload 3 product videos first. Okay, let's talk about product videos. What are product videos and why should we be focusing on these? Product videos are short videos that basically will show you demoing the product or describing the product, unboxing the product. Basically, what you're doing is you're giving value to the potential customer on Amazon for the product. So, for example, I was unboxing this VXLR Pro, if I can get it in focus, and I was talking about what are the advantages with this, how it compares with other similar devices. And then what the point of that is that will then appear on that product page with other videos on that product. And again, the same thing with commissions happens. If somebody clicks on that video, watches it, and then purchases that product as well as other products within, I think it's 24 hours, you will get some commission on that, which is really cool. And the cool thing is these videos will actually appear on those product pages. So the first thing that you need to do is go to the Manage Videos page and create 3 product videos. Make sure they are as good as possible. And once you've done that, you can then apply for the product videos program. So it's a program within a program. The first thing is being an influencer on Amazon Live. The second thing is product videos. Now, it took me well over 30 days to be accepted. I do know some people that have had to wait longer and shorter, and some people were not accepted the first time because the videos didn't meet the standards they are looking for. So the standards seem to be really quite high. But then after that, you're in. You can be kicked out or you can have videos rejected. But generally speaking, the difficult bit is that initial stage. So this is what I've been focusing on, because what I've been focusing on is growing a sustainable recurring revenue. And this, I know, takes time to do this, creating these videos. But there's a really cool thing here, because one thing I've struggled with over the time is to create consistent and consistently good content for YouTube. And so what I've also been doing is repurposing those videos into YouTube videos. So if I'm going to be demoing a mic, which can be used for live streaming, or the Rodecaster Pro 2, for example, I can then as well as creating an Amazon video, an Amazon product video, which will appear on that page, or on a live video, I can also repurpose that onto YouTube, which is awesome. So there's so much scope here for this. Now, just a few other things to say about product videos. You need to do some research in terms of finding out the best ones to do videos for, because for example, if something that you're reviewing only costs $5, the commission you're going to get on that is probably quite low. However, if they sell a lot, then you might sell, say, for example, you're only getting 10 cents every time that is being bought. But say you are selling 100 of those per day, then maybe that's worth it. I mean, so you need to think about it from that point of view. First of all, have you got the product? Or can you get the product to demo is number one. Number two, how popular is that product? Number three, how expensive is that product? So you need to have access to the product to video it. You need to, if it's not popular at all, if none are being sold, then you're not going to make any money. Number three, how expensive is it? If it's cheap, but you're selling loads of them, that's great. Or even if you sell a couple and it's expensive, then that's still pretty good. And then the final thing you need to look at is how many other videos are there. So I'm going to have a look here at a couple of videos. Let me just get this up, and I'll show you an example here of what I'm talking about. So, for example, there's this Nespresso. It's an Nespresso Aeroccino, it's called. So on Amazon here, and it's $87. So, that's not mega cheap. It's how popular is it? Well, let's scroll down here and have a look at how popular it is. So if I scroll right down to the bottom, you should see product information. And under product information, we can see the best sellers rank. So within home and kitchen, within that category, it's number 6,376. So that's kind of fairly low down, but it's number 22 in milk frothers. So it's not like really top selling. I mean, what we can do here is click on milk frothers in Amazon. Let's have a look. And I can see that this one from Zule is the top one. It's only $10. So a lot of these ones up here are all the kind of fairly cheap ones. Number 12 is this instant milk frother here. So that's the other thing that you need to think about. The other thing, though, is to scroll down and see how many other videos are there from other either customers or influencers. And if there are 5, which there are in this case, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can see that is my video that I did of the Aeroccino. So that means that there will only ever be a maximum of 5 there. And if there are 5 there, it means that Amazon's going to cycle through these videos. So your video will not always be shown. So that means the number of times you're going to sell this product, if it's popular, is not going to be consistent. You have to bear that in mind. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do a video. I mean, the fact that there are lots of videos on this shows that it is quite a popular one, but it just means that it's not going to be as consistent. The sweet spot, what you're really looking for, is an expensive product that sells lots and that you have access to, and there are no product videos or very, very few. So that's what you need to think about. So let's go. What I want to also show is I want to be really honest about what kind of money you're going to think about getting from this. And so I'm going to show you the stats that I've got so far. I know people that are making a lot of money from this, but I'm quite new to this. I've uploaded probably about 65 videos, which sounds like a lot, but some people have uploaded hundreds and even thousands of these. And so it is, you've got to think about the long game here. It will take a lot of time and effort. So far this year, I have made just over $500. Now, I'm not going to retire on that anytime soon, but I'm in this for the long game. If I can get up to $1, $2, $3, $5, even $10,000 a month, which could be possible if I keep working on this, that is going to be amazing. So July was right low down because I'd only just been accepted into the program. I'd only really uploaded a few videos, and that also includes live video. But August was a really good month for me. I've got about 1,000 clicks, and it's starting to rise. September so far doesn't seem to be quite so good, but it just is a case of working on this as we go along. So I'm going to talk about my process now. So let's look at the Creator Hub here, and you can see all the videos that I've got here. This is just the first page. Oh, and that's the other thing about this. Now, obviously, for my YouTube channel and for this, I'm focused on live video, on marketing, on tech. That's my brand. That's what I'm doing. When it comes to Amazon product videos, your niche can be thrown out the window to an extent. I do tend to focus on audio and video gear. That's what I focus on. But quite frankly, at the moment, I'm going around my house and looking at what did I buy on Amazon. So I've talked about, if we go down here, I've talked about, so there's that VXLR Pro, there's a lavalier microphone, so there's a lot of tech, but then there's the Aeroccino, some more tech, cake pans, some cake pans there, a coffee machine, a book, a Bible, what have we got here? Because my son's really into cubing, we've done some Rubik's Cubes as well. So that's how that works. It's really cool. So what I do, just to let you know what I do, I record the video in front of my camera, just like I would normally do. I also have a downwards facing camera, and I can swap between the two using Ecamm Live. It works really, really well. And then what I do is I will record a video of the product just a little bit more zoomed in using my phone. And then I'll bung them into, I use a tool called ScreenFlow. So it doesn't matter what video editing tool you use, but I find ScreenFlow works really well. I edit it together, put some music on, and I can do this really pretty quickly now. And it means, as well as this product video, I also have this on this video that I can just edit slightly for YouTube as well. And I'm loving this. I'd love to know from you whether this is something that you would find interesting too, whether this is something that you want to focus on. Now, is this my total focus? At the moment, it kind of is, because I want to grow and build this, and I know I need to focus on this. But my aim is for this to be like a side revenue stream, because my main focus is this show on coaching, consultancy. But this is a really fun thing to do. And I have to say, the elements of fun in our businesses should be I think that's an important thing. Business, yes, we need to make money. We need to pay the bills. We want to make an impact. But sometimes it can be, it's good to do fun things. And this has been so fun for me. But this has been the real eye-opener for me when it comes to these Amazon product videos. I've really struggled with consistency when it comes to my YouTube videos. I've been really consistent with this show, with the podcast, because I've got a really good strategy and plan in place. But when it comes to YouTube videos, it's been really, really hard. And I think the reason is because there's so much effort that goes into it, and the returns that I get are not immediately obvious. Yes, okay, eventually you can you can switch on monetization on YouTube, but it takes time to do that. Now, with Amazon product videos, you get that kind of dopamine hit pretty much. Well, it's a 24-hour delay, and you will get some money, even if it's like $1 or 20 cents. You're getting that kind of feedback for what you're doing. So if I create a video, I know, well, it's not always the case that I'll get money on that, but I should get some money on that. And it just makes it easier to produce the video for me. And then I can then produce it on other channels as well. Now, I know we shouldn't always rely on those external feedbacks. So I know for me, and I'm sure, let me know if you agree with this. I think we all need encouragement. And so for me, I need the encouragement of comments on a live video or on a regular videos, just that community aspect of it. Otherwise, it feels like it's just me. Why am I bothering? But also, as well as that, it's good to get that feedback from money when it comes to Amazon videos as well. So that has been really cool. And so as well as doing that, I'm going to be able to grow my YouTube channel as well. So let me know what you think about this, whether you're thinking about using Amazon and becoming an Amazon influencer. At the moment, it's just in the USA, but you can apply to be an influencer on the Canadian one. So Reg, if you're still watching, you can apply to Amazon.ca. They don't have any of the other, they don't have live or product videos yet. The UK one doesn't either. I would recommend applying for the .com first of all, but if you apply for the other ones, then you can be first in line if they do decide to add those extra things in the future, because, well, why not? That's the plan there. Wow, I just talked a lot there. I did talk a lot. Sorry about that. Pascal says, we all need regular small victories and something to celebrate often. We all do. And Pascal, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart of just all the encouragements you've given me. And I know that you've given me quite a few shout outs on your show, the one that you do with Roger. Thank you for that. I don't always do a great job at replying because my brain is all over the place, but I really appreciate that. And I thank you for your friendship and for your support as well. And Reg, thank you again for you, because you're a regular viewer of the show, and your comments have always been invaluable Yes, and money is not everything, but we do need it, and it's definitely an important thing to help. Well, to help pay the bills and to do all the stuff that we want to. So thank you, Reg. Thank you, Pascal. So there we go. I think that's probably all I want to say when it comes to Amazon. Talking about things for the rest of the year, just other things that I'm going to be working on. I do have my toolkit, which is still available. And I do a really bad job at reminding everyone about this, but it is at iag.me. I'm hoping this is right. Let's just work it out first before I tell you live on air what this is. It is iag.me/toolkit. iag.me/toolkit. Do check this out because I'm really proud of this. It's at its heart, it's got the Confident Live launcher course, which will help you launch your live show and podcast. Or if you already have one of those, it will help you optimize that and get it to the next level. But it also includes my live video playbook. It contains a mini live streaming tools course. In fact, it's got about 4 or 5 mini courses in there. It's got templates galore. So what have we got here? I'm having to remind myself about all of this. We've got show notes, live video process, run of show generator as well. So check that out at iag.me/toolkit. And there are some VIP packages as well. So yeah, it's all here. Confident Live course. Let's scroll down. So I've still got a special offer on this with the standard toolkit, which contains everything I've just mentioned. It's £97. There's also a version in dollars. So if you're from the US, you'll see it in dollars. But yes, it contains all of those things. But there is limited places still for the VIP package, which gives you 3 30-minute sessions with me. Or there's the VIP plus one. And this one is the one I highly recommend because it means that I can hold your hand through the entire process and help you launch your live show and podcast and actually give you all the stuff that you need. That is the VIP Plus package. It's normally $997, but I've just knocked that down to £937. So you can check that out. It's also available in euros and in dollars. I can't remember exactly what the cost is in those, but you can work it out if you go to those. So that's the first thing, is the toolkit. The second thing that I've got on is at the end of October. So if you're listening to the podcast, it may have happened, or it may just about be happening. I can't remember where we are. I think it might just be happening fairly soon when this podcast episode comes out. Well, I'm so excited about this. The day before Janet Murray's event, this is the Courageous Content Conference. I had to remind myself of this. And Ecamm Live are sponsoring it. So I'm really excited to see Katie from Ecamm, who's coming over to the UK for that. She's also going to be involved with my event, which is the day before in the morning. So if you want to meet me, if you want me to help you, this is going to be a hands-on workshop. It's going to be very intimate. We're probably looking up to about 20 people in this. At the moment, we've sold about 8 or 9 tickets, but we've probably got a max of 20. In this. I'm kind of a little bit unsure about that, but what I'm wanting to do is keep this really small and intimate so that I can spend some good quality time with you. So that's going to be in the morning. We're going to have lunch together as well, which is really cool. And in the afternoon is an optional thing. This is with Andrew and Pete, my good friends Andrew and Pete. They have got something called Killer Mastermind, and that is basically a mastermind with some talks, and I'm going to be speaking at that as well. So you can find out all about that on my website, iag.me. And I think that's it. We've got the fabulous Katie Simpson is here. Always great to see you, Katie. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for putting that link in the chat. And yes, it's going to be cool. I hope you can come, Katie. If we can make that happen, that would be awesome. We'll see what we can do. That is it for this week, I think. It's been quite an odd week in the UK. And actually, Katie, I was asking Katie for some ideas on what to talk about. And one of the ideas that Katie said, and I might talk about this in the future, is should you keep going? Should you create content when there is like a big national or international either crisis or a big thing that's happened? And obviously in the UK recently, the Queen has died, and we've got a new King Charles III, which it still seems a little bit bizarre saying. And yeah, it's something that I've been thinking a lot about. Should we continue to create content? Should we talk about these things? And I think it really depends. And so I'm going to give that a lot more thought. Katie, thank you so much for your ideas there. But I wanted to give it a little bit more thought because the reason I haven't talked about it is because there are so many different... I think it's a personal thing. And when it comes to an event like the Queen dying, it affects us all differently. Like... if you're not from the UK, it may not affect you. In fact, if you're in the UK, some people are not really that fussed or don't see the bother about it. People like me have been quite affected in quite a profound way because I feel that the Queen was, even though I didn't know the Queen personally, I felt the Queen had such a profound influence on my life and on the life of many. And her going felt very, very, well, sad and strange. But it's the kind of thing that really takes a lot of time to process and think about. And what can we learn as creators about that? So I would love to know from you what you think about this. Not about the Queen dying, but just the whole idea of continuing to create content. But ultimately, my aim is not, it's really to help you. And my audience is worldwide. It's not just UK. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. So, yeah, thank you, Reg. I will be sharing the thought process, but I haven't quite worked it out yet. It's just a bit of a weird time here in the UK. So, next week, I'm excited. We've got a guest on the show, the first guest for a while, and this is cool because. Let me just see if I can find this. It's a book that's come out very recently by my good friend Mel Kettle called Fully Connected, and she's all about sharing awareness and practical ideas for you to increase your self-awareness and understand and motivate yourself and prioritize when it comes to things that motivate you. I'm really excited about this. Now, I need to start reading the book. I've only just got the book, so I'm going to start reading that. But Mel is great. She is from Australia, so it's going to be on the Tuesday show, which is 11 a.m. UK time, which is, if you're in North America, that's going to be a little bit early in the morning, but you can always watch the replay. So that's going to be really, really cool. And next Thursday, we're going to be doing something else, which I haven't quite worked out yet. So there we go. And thank you, Reg, for that. If you don't, you're losing out on finding the diamonds in the rough. And I think that's a really good point, actually. I think actually sharing the thought process is something I've been thinking a lot about recently, and actually talking to my wife about this because she's actually going to be starting a blog about the process of her creating music. She's a composer, and so she's going to be talking about that on her blog. And I want to do that a little bit more as well, sharing my process so that you can learn from what I do. And often what's in my head is all jumbled up, but within that, there are some diamonds. And so I love that, Reg. Thank you for that. I'm going to stop there because we've got quite a busy night. We've got a delivery of a microwave because our microwave has just died. So there you go. That's slap bang into reality for you. Jim is here. Jim, I'm just about to stop, Jim, but great to see you. We must have you back on the show, Jim. I've been talking today about Amazon Live. You have been such a massive influence on me and such a support. So thank you, Jim, for all that you've done. I'm still learning, and I think we all are, basically, aren't we? But thank you, Jim, for popping in. You've put a smile on my face, so thank you for that. Well, that is it for this week. Remember the podcast. iag.me/podcast. It comes out every single Friday without any problems. I've been doing this since May 2019. It's been coming out every single Friday. So I'd love it if you go over to iag.me/podcast. If you can leave a review, that would be even more awesome. I do know that takes quite a lot of effort, but if you're a hardcore fan, you'd make my day. But that is it for this week. And until next time, I encourage you to level up your impact, authority, and profits through the power of Confident Live Video. I'll see you. Where's the button gone when you're trying to find it? It's here somewhere, but we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching the Confident Live Marketing Show with Ian Anderson Gray.
Make sure you subscribe at iag.me/podcast so you can continue to level up your impact, authority, and profits through the power of live video.
And until next time,
Toodaloo.